A 14-year-old boy could not sleep one Thursday night and logged into Roblox at 3 in the morning. What he saw on his screen was 47 avatars kneeling in a perfect circle. You need to hear the whole story. Marcus was 14 and he had insomnia. He had been like that since he was 11. He lived in a small house in the suburbs of Cleveland with his mother and a cat named Charlie. He went to a public middle school called Riverside. He was in 8th grade with 200 other students. He played Roblox most nights when he could not sleep, in his bedroom at the end of the hallway. His mother worked the night shift at a hospital. She did not check on him after midnight. On a Thursday night in October, Marcus could not sleep at all. He gave up around 2:30. He pulled his laptop onto his bed. He opened Roblox. He logged into his account out of habit. The home screen loaded the way it always did. His friends list showed 3 names online at that hour. He almost closed the laptop and went back to staring at the ceiling. He almost let it go. Then he noticed something strange in the bottom corner of the screen that had not been there before. A new server was listed in his recently joined section. He had never joined it. He did not recognize it. The server name was a long, random string of numbers and letters. It had no description and no thumbnail. Marcus clicked on it because he was awake and bored, and there was nothing else to look at. The screen loaded slowly. The connection felt slower than normal. The room around him felt very quiet. What loaded on his screen was the part of this story that took him 3 days to explain to a teacher. The server was a small, empty field with thin fog covering the ground. There were no buildings. There were no trees. There was no sky. Just a flat, gray space. In the middle of the field, there were 47 Roblox avatars standing in a perfect circle. They were not moving. None of them had typed anything in the chat. The chat was empty. The avatars were all in the same pose. Their heads were tilted slightly down. Their hands were folded. The pose looked like the pose people make in old paintings when they are praying. Marcus stared at the screen for almost a full minute before he understood what he was looking at. He moved his own avatar closer. He walked into the circle. None of the avatars reacted to him. He typed "hello" into the chat. Nothing happened. None of the avatars moved or answered or noticed. He started clicking on each avatar one at a time to see their usernames. That was the moment Marcus stopped being bored. That was the moment something started to feel wrong. The first username he clicked was a boy named Adam from his social studies class. The second username was a girl named Layla from his math class. The third was Jordan. The fourth was Mia. The fifth was Trevor. He kept clicking. He clicked through all 47 avatars over the next 20 minutes. He recognized every single name. They were the entire 8th grade class at Riverside Middle School. Every student in his year, including the kid in the wheelchair who had been homeschooled since September, including the girl whose family had moved to Arizona over the summer, including Marcus himself. His own avatar was the 47th in the circle. Marcus took screenshots of everything. He took 23 of them in total. He saved them to a folder on his desktop labeled, "Okay, what is this?" He did not sleep at all the rest of that night. He lay in bed staring at the ceiling. At 7 in the morning, he showed up to school early and waited at the entrance for his class. He stopped Adam first. He stopped Layla second. He stopped Trevor third. He asked each of them the same question. He asked if they had been online at 3 in the morning. Every single one of them said no. Adam had been asleep since 10. Layla had been at a sleepover. Trevor had been throwing up from food poisoning since dinner the night before. By the time the first bell rang, Marcus had asked 14 of his classmates. None of them had been online in Roblox at 3 in the morning the night before. None of them had been in any server called by that long string of random numbers and letters. None of them recognized the server name when Marcus showed them his screenshots in the hallway. The kid in the wheelchair had not played Roblox in over a year because his hands were tired from school. The girl in Arizona was 3 time zones behind Cleveland. 3 in the morning in Ohio was midnight for her. Her mother confirmed by phone that she had been asleep for hours. What was sitting on Marcus's laptop the entire next school day was the part nobody at his school understood until much later. 47 avatars belonging to 47 real students, all online at the same impossible moment. All standing in the same impossible pose, all in a server that none of them had ever joined. Marcus showed his screenshots to his computer science teacher on Friday afternoon. The teacher was a quiet man named Mr. Hayes, who had worked in tech before becoming a teacher. Mr. Hayes looked at the screenshots for almost 10 minutes before he said anything at all. Then he asked Marcus one specific question that Marcus did not understand at first. He asked what Wi-Fi network Marcus had been on at 3 in the morning the night before. Marcus said the school Wi-Fi. He often left his laptop connected to the school network from his backpack. The school Wi-Fi reached his house because he lived 3 blocks from Riverside Middle School. Mr. Hayes asked Marcus to bring his laptop to the computer lab after class. What Mr. Hayes did over the next 2 hours was the part of this story that Marcus would later describe. He said it felt like watching a magician calmly explain a trick to a small child. He plugged Marcus's laptop into a diagnostic tool. He looked at network logs. He looked at process histories. He looked at active connections that were running in the background of Marcus's computer right at that moment. He looked at the laptop for almost an hour without saying a single word out loud. Then he stood up, walked over to the office phone, and called the school's IT department. Then he called the school principal. Then he called the local FBI cybercrime division. He did not tell Marcus what he had found until all 3 phone calls were finished. When he finally turned around, Mr. Hayes said only 3 words to Marcus. He said, "You were infected." Marcus sat down hard in a chair. He did not understand at first what those 3 words meant. This is the part of the story that, if you are watching this, you should hear twice. The 47 avatars in the circle were not praying. They were not in a cult. They were not haunted. They were proof that Marcus and every other student at Riverside Middle School had been quietly infected with malware. The infection had come through the school's Wi-Fi network 6 months earlier through a single bad email. It had spread to every device that had ever connected to that network. It had spread silently. It had not done anything visible. It had not deleted files. It had not stolen passwords. What it had done was much simpler and much more profitable for the people who built it. It had quietly used the computers to mine cryptocurrency in the background 24 hours a day. The students' computers had been working for somebody else the entire time they had been doing homework. On the night Marcus could not sleep, the people running the botnet had pushed an update to their software. The update had a small bug in it. The bug was in the part of the code that talked to Roblox. For about 90 seconds, every infected machine had loaded a Roblox session at the same time. Every machine had landed in the same private server because of how the botnet was routing them. Every machine had triggered the same idle animation, which Roblox renders as a kneeling pose. The thing Marcus had seen was not a ritual. It was a glitch. It was a math problem made visible. But it was also the moment that broke the entire criminal operation in half. Because one 14-year-old who could not sleep took 23 screenshots before the bug fixed itself. The FBI shut down the cryptocurrency mining operation 11 days after Marcus took those screenshots. They arrested 4 people in 3 different countries. They recovered $9 million of stolen processing power. The school district replaced every single school router in every single school. They installed new firewalls. Mr. Hayes started a free after-school computer class for any student who wanted to learn cyber safety. Marcus signed up the first day. He has not had insomnia since. If you are watching this, here is what Marcus learned, and what every kid at Riverside learned the hard way. The most dangerous things on the internet do not look dangerous most of the time. They do not pop up. They do not ask for your password. They do not warn you. They run quietly in the background of your devices for months, using your machine to do somebody else's work. You will probably never see the malware itself. You will only see the side effects of it. A glitch in a video game, a bill from your internet provider that is suddenly too high, a laptop that runs hot when it should be sleeping, a battery that drains faster than it used to. If something on your computer is acting strange, tell a parent or a teacher and let them check it. If your home Wi-Fi has not had a new password in a year, ask your parents to change it tonight. If your school Wi-Fi is open without a password, that is the kind of thing you can tell a teacher about. You are not too young to notice. You are not too young to ask the question. The second thing Marcus learned is the harder one to remember. It is hard to remember when you see something weird on a screen at 3 in the morning. If it looks like a ritual, it is probably a glitch. If it looks like a ghost, it is probably a bug. The internet does not have monsters. The internet has people who built things on purpose to use you. And the only way to stop them is for one tired kid to take 23 screenshots. One tired kid who refuses to forget what they saw on a screen at 3 in the morning. Have you ever seen something weird on a screen at night you could not explain? Tell me below. If you watched till the end, drop a like and subscribe. See you in the next one.